Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm actually doing kind of a surprise video that I did not talk to you guys about on my Instagram. I decided to do a video on why I chose HLG and why I thought this college fit what I was looking for the best. So that's what we're going to do today. If you guys would like to like and subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for all notifications so you are notified of all future uploads, and be sure to follow me on Instagram at clothedwith_strength and dignity, and I would love to get to know you guys and be able to talk to you guys and get to know you guys better. But anyway, let's get on into the video. So I'm going to go over a couple of the more important points for me when it came to college, what I saw as important and why I chose HLG, why it worked for me. So the first biggest thing for me was to find a Christian college. What I was going into, I am a business management administration major with emphasis on small entrepreneurship. As you guys know, if you follow me on Instagram, I am going to college to own my own business, and I would love to later on get a Bible degree as well. But this is what my main focus is right now in my life. I want to open a modest clothing store for women in my small town, and having a Christian atmosphere for me was very important because I am a Christian and I did not want to be dealing with a lot of the secular point of view just because of how I was raised. I went to a Christian school all 13 years of my schooling, and I taught at that school for a year between high school, graduating high school, and starting college. So I've never been in a public school setting, and I wanted to make sure that that didn't happen in college. I saw the importance of going to a college that had spiritual focus, and HLG seemed to be the best fit. One of the other important things to me was the size of the college. Like I said, I went to a private school for 13 years, and it was very small. At one time, I think the most students we had was between 40 to 70 students. So it wasn't a very big school. That is counting from kindergarten to 12th grade. So as you can imagine, there was rarely more than 3 or 4 children in the same grade. You were very lucky if you had a kid even remotely in the same grade. But like I said, with having gone to a small school, the size was very important to me. The one thing I loved about HLG is there are about 1,000 students that attend here each semester. That's pretty small, but it's pretty nice. It's a relatively nice variety. Coming from a student who went to a smaller school, I didn't want to be going to a huge college with thousands of students, and HLG was small enough but yet large enough that I could meet other kids from different countries and stuff, but still be comfortable and know enough people and not feel so overwhelmed with the amount of people on campus. Piggybacking onto the size, another thing that was really important to me was the class size. As I told you guys, again, came from a small school. We had about 2 to 3 teachers in a room with about 12 to 20 students. So I'm used to having more attention, I guess, from teachers. So that was more important to me as well. I just wanted to be reassured that I would have help if I needed it, and if I needed to have a conversation with a teacher, I could. With this, HLG's class size approximately is 22, and that was before COVID. Right now, we're about, depends, 13 to 20 students, and it really depends on the size of the room. And HLG is about a 13 to 1 student to faculty ratio, so that's really, really nice for what I was looking for. Another thing that was important to me was location. I live 20 minutes from HLGU. I did choose to live on campus mainly because my mom was like, it's time for you to kind of get out and experience being a little bit on your own. Be independent, but also be in a good atmosphere. That's another reason why I chose HLG, was I was comfortable with the atmosphere. It felt like home. I just felt like God was here when I stepped on campus. And I know that might sound a little cliche, but it really did feel like home. I felt comfortable, I felt safe, and HLG is one of the safest campuses, which was very important to me as well. Like I said before, the Christian worldview and the Christian atmosphere was very important to me, but I also didn't just want it to be a Christian college. I wanted it to have a very high spiritual focus. HLG is known for their growth in their students when they come and then when they graduate. It's a very growing experience over those 4 years that you're here, and I think that's really, really amazing. For me, I really needed that spiritual focus, that encouragement, that leading in a college. And the cool thing about HLG is they have what they call core groups, and you can choose each semester which core group you would like to be in. You're obviously not forced to be in it, but I think it's really cool that there are designated Bible studies that you can join of your choice, and they let you know like who's leading it and what it's on and that kind of thing. But I think that's really cool. There's also ministry opportunities here with the college. You can go to student missions and talk to them. They go on mission trips. In fact, I think in March they're going to Cairo, Egypt, to do a mission trip there. I think that's really cool. So you get to travel and do cool stuff like that. You also can participate in community activities, things like that, which are obviously important. You want to get involved with the community and get to just be involved with that kind of thing. Another important thing for me was having enough activities on campus, clubs, things like that. I am a part of the ATB, which is the women's sorority here on campus, which I thought was really, really neat. I did not know HLG had a sorority. And essentially what ATB does is we host fundraisers such as dances or any other fundraisers. In fact, we're planning on doing a taco bar fundraiser coming up, which is super exciting, and then other fundraisers as well. We also have this semester, we're going to do a Bible study, which is super exciting. And it's just a time to get to know other girls your age, bond, have that sisterhood, also be able to impact your community, raise money for different organizations, while also being a light in the college and in our community. I'm also a part of the business club. I'm a business major, as I previously spoke about, but being in the business club, we get to help raise money for the business club through fundraisers as well. When we have finals week, we do little like survival boxes where it has like a t-shirt like saying like this year we had one, I think it said surviving finals week or something like that, and it had 2020 with like toilet paper on it, or masks, not toilet paper, but it was like super cool, but also kind of funny. But then we also had like candy and like pens and that kind of thing like included in it, and the money from the parents buying those goes into the business club, which helps us to buy the stuff for the boxes, and that kind of stuff. We also help with box office, so if we have plays and that kind of thing, we're the ones who help with the tickets, with the seating, that kind of thing, which is super, super fun. But we have a lot of different things that we get involved with. There's also some community activities that we do as well. But essentially that's what the business club is. So those are the two clubs I'm in. There's also other activities such as the play. I am actually Martha in the Seven Brides for Seven Brothers play that we're doing in April. So I'm super excited for that. But like I said, there are so many different activities. There are way more clubs, not just the ones that I'm including. We also have a men's sorority. We have other things, different clubs, different things that you guys can be involved in. We also have Student Senate, which is really, really cool. But like I said, I loved that HLG had such a variety in clubs that you could choose from, and I thought that was really important. Another thing that was really important to me was the student cultural variation. And when I say that, I'm referring to like all the ethnicities that are here on campus. We have several overseas students. We have students from Spain. We have students from Italy, from different really cool countries. And the thing that I love about it is in my business class, my professor, Mr. Hall, always says, talk to students from other countries because they can give you more insight to what their country is about, how it works, how their business, how the market works there, how if it's a free market, if it's a free society, like that kind of thing. And I think it's really cool because you get their input on how different countries work, how it is, how the freedoms are, what they're allowed to do, that kind of thing. And I think that's really cool to get that perspective, because in America, we're not understanding, while yes, we're becoming more of a socialist country and stuff like that, we still don't have the understanding that they do, coming from other countries that are either dealing with socialist or command economies or that kind of thing. So I think it's really impactful, because we get to see their point of view, they get to see how America works, we get to see how their country works, and it's just a really cool learning experience. And I personally really enjoy it. I really love it, and I think getting that cultural variation is very important. Where else are you going to get that kind of open conversation with students or with people from other countries? Especially being in the business field, I will probably be working with a lot of people overseas if I do get into certain firms and that kind of thing. So it is very important to me to get that input. But lastly, it was the feeling on the atmosphere of HLGU. HLGU is a small campus, but it has a very high spiritual focus. We have chapel every week. We have different speakers from all over the country, and it's just, I can't stress enough how wonderful HLG is when it comes to their spiritual focus. They're very concerned on the spiritual welfare of their students. Whether you're a Christian or not, they don't shove it down your throat, but they do try to keep their students open to what Christianity is about. We try to really draw the focus of students from just being today, what's happening today, but to also be spiritually focused, to be eternally focused, not just what's happening in your life right now. And it just feels like home. One thing that was really important to me was just, I needed to know that when I walked on the campus that I was going to go to college, that I needed to feel comfortable, that I was at home, that I wasn't going to feel out of place. And I definitely don't feel out of place here. I feel like this is where God called me to be. And I feel like that's very important whenever you find a college, just to feel comfortable. And HLG definitely was that for me. But yeah, that is all the points that I wanted to go over with you guys. That is why I chose HLG. That's why, that's what I was looking for in a college. HLG literally marked all those boxes for me. So that's why I chose HLGU in Hannibal, Missouri. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some insight onto what HLGU is about. If you guys are interested, I will be sure to leave a link down below in the description box for the HLGU website if you guys are interested or want more answers as to what our college is about. But anyway, that concludes my video. I hope again that you guys enjoyed this. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more college content, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.